guys, it's Tim, and this is Wrestling Unlimited, as we have a pretty big update pertaining to the new TV deal for AEW with Warner Brothers Discovery. And right now, according to a new report from Fightful, it looks like the ball is in AEW's court, as Fightful writes the following. Fightful Sean Ross Sapp has spoken with a number of sources within AEW and WBD about the possibility of an impending announcement. WBD sources confirmed that there were still some red tape to get through, but that another offer for a long-term television deal was made recently to All Elite Wrestling from the company that they're very confident in. Fightful reported earlier this summer that Tony Khan was set to meet with WBD's David Zaslav in Paris during the Olympics. Khan confirmed as much was planned, and Fightful had heard that both sides considered the meeting productive. We're told that the deal came after that. One WBD source called the offer, quote, extensive, but didn't elaborate on what that meant outside of saying the terms of the new deal were, quote, literally extensive, but that the offer is in AEW's hands and that they're reviewing it. AEW and WBD seemed optimistic that a deal would be agreed to, but we didn't hear when an announcement could be made. Sources close to the situation said that even previous to most recent offers, AEW had been offered, quote, at least double the amount of their previous deal. A few important things to note is that there are no public available numbers for the current television deal, and that deal evolved greatly over the body of the deal. It was worth noting that we don't know if, quote, at least double are for the same amount of programming or if additional elements are involved. AEW currently has Dynamite, Collision, Rampage all worked into their deal, as well as exclusivity for AEW programming, which is why Dark is no longer on AEW's YouTube. We're told that, quote, any and all combinations and possibilities have been explored. AEW also produced reality shows, done numerous specific crossovers, and ran pilots on WBD digital channels. Pay-per-view, next-day streaming, library rights, and AEW packages are all things that could greatly alter the amount of any deal compared to what it was as the first 4 years of AEW. There were rumors internally that WBD had discussed a, quote, shift in pay-per-view strategy as it pertains to AEW, but they did not respond when we reached out for comment on that. WBD reps had noted earlier this year that any deal that they negotiate will likely have Max in mind. WBD had made inquiries with AEW as of last year about the possibility of that shift in pay-per-view strategy, per WBD sources. Sources in WBD and AEW continue to be steadfast in claiming that they have been in ongoing discussions regarding a new deal or adjustments to their deal and how to continue working together since last year. Sources from each side that we spoke to expect the partnership to continue, quote, for years to come. AEW's current deal goes through the end of the year, as they originally had a short-term agreement with WBD in 2019 before extending long-term from the start of 2020. So with that, it does look like a offer has been extended to All Elite Wrestling, to Tony Khan and AEW, and now WBD is waiting for Tony and his people to go over it and either say yay or nay. So right now, it's still in the waiting phase. AEW's got a deal, and all they have to do is say, yeah, we'll take it, or no, we don't want this, or no, but how about we change this up a little bit? So there's still things to wait on. No one knows when an announcement is going to be made. No one knows when Tony's going to sign it or say no. And one thing we do really know is that Tony has been super, super loyal to WBD. And according to multiple reports, he hasn't even talked to anybody else regarding moving any content off of WBD programming and to another network as well. He wants everything to stay together with WBD because they've been so loyal to him. So with that, if we do hear anything further on this new deal being in the hands of Tony Khan and AEW and whether they do or don't sign it, I'll have it for you right here for Wrestling Unlimited.